Hi, welcome home to Urbanite Apartments. In today's video, we're going to go over a few tips and tricks on our amenities that are going to make living here just a little bit easier. Of course, if you have any questions that are not answered in this video, feel free to reach out to maintenance through your online portal or any property manager. First up, we have our touch temperature controls on our refrigerator door. On the front of your refrigerator, you're going to see this beautiful touchscreen panel that's going to have a few different options for us to manipulate our refrigerator. To unlock any of these features, your first step is going to be to unlock the panel. All you have to do is place your finger upon it for 3 seconds until you hear a ding or until the ring goes off. Once you unlock the touchscreen, you'll see that you now can control your temperature zone and your temperature based on the zone. With the temperature zone, we can either see the refrigerator or the freezer. Notice the two different shapes, highlighting the fridge French doors or the freezer drawers. If I select either direction of the temperature, it will automatically reset between those degrees. I am not able to go below or above. If I select the freezer, I can do the same thing. If I select the freezer, the temperature would work the same way. I can go as low as -6 degrees and as high as 4 degrees. Once I'm done manipulating all of my temperatures, I can either let the machine go back to sleep on its own, or I can manually turn it off by holding that button down for again another 3 seconds until the light comes back on. Next up, we have our heating and cooling systems. The thermostat will be located on one of your walls. Once located, you can see that you have 3 different systems to run with: heating, off, or cool. For our fan, you have auto or on. On will keep it constantly running, and auto will make sure it's only when needed. And then you can also set a schedule. Let's say we had to go to work and we wanted to set a schedule for when we left. Simply hit schedule. We're going to hit set day. This right here is just going to communicate that we're changing the time of the clock, which we do not need to worry about. We're going to set the day. We're going to select the day, and then if you look, you see that we have different times to pick for. Right now we're looking at wake, and we can set the time for our desired wake-up time. You hit next, and then you can manipulate the temperature according to whatever you'd like it to be. We'll hit next again, and then it's going to set our next leaving timer. So you'll set your leaving time and then your temperature. We'll hit next again, and then you'll see that there's another time option for a return. We'll do the same thing, select a time, a temperature, and move forward. Finally, we have our last option, which is going to be a sleep timer. We'll do the same thing again, set the time and temperature. It's going to keep moving you through every single day, and if you'd like to set a schedule for every day, you could do so now or just exit the program by hitting done. And that's it. That's exactly how you set a schedule. With this remote right here, you're now going to be able to manipulate your air conditioning. Looking at these 3 buttons initially, we have our on-off and our temperature controls. You'll need to point the on-off button at the machine in order to get it to turn on. Once you hit it, you'll hear a beep and notice that the fan wings are now opening. Once you slide the panel down, you'll see more options are then revealed. From there, you'll be able to see different mode options that you have. You're able to move through modes of air conditioning, dehumidifier, fan, and recycled air. The heat is not controlled with this remote. Setting a temperature for your air conditioning is very user-friendly. Considering there is no hold button, all you have to do is make sure you're on the correct mode and then cycle through the temperatures until you reach your desired temp. You can set it to whatever temperature you'd like using those two buttons. You also have a smart set option. Your smart set is going to be like the schedule that we set on the thermostat, which is the same idea, having a temperature set for your air conditioning. You can manipulate those timers using the start and end times and time gauges all the way on the right-hand side of the remote. You do have a fan option outside of the modes, which can just keep air blowing through your apartment. You have the option to go from low all the way to high by selecting the fan button. Once you're ready to turn the air conditioning off for the season, simply just do the same process, on-off button pointed directly at the machine, and you'll see it begins to shut off. Next up, I'm going to show you how to change the lint trap in your dryer. Your first step is just going to be to open up the dryer door. On the sealed rim of the dryer door, you're going to see this white piece of plastic that's sticking out with these two holes to insert your fingers. Simply pull out the lint trap, and to open it, it's just going to be a small clasp that you have to pinch and pull. Once open, you then have freedom to remove all of the lint that's getting trapped inside. Once finished, simply snap it back together and place it back inside of your dryer track. Urbanite has a great community area with many appliances that we're going to go over. First off, we have the grill. The first step to using the grill will be to turn on the gas. Directly to the left of the grill, you'll see that there are these 3 knobs. You only have to mess with the red one. Simply open it so that the valve is facing the wall. Once the gas is on, you're then able to manipulate the temperature of the grill. Take any knob and push in and turn to the left until the flame catches. You'll hear these slight clicks, and you'll see this flame eventually begin to catch. You can move the knobs to reach your desired flame. Once you're all set, simply push in the knob and turn it upwards to turn the flame off. Once you're all done grilling, do not forget to turn off the gas, which is going to be that red knob. If you have any questions or need any help, there is a small panel of directions pasted on the wall above the grill. Next up, we have our fire pit area. The first step of the fire pit will be to locate the timer and turn it on to your desired time. Then at the base of the fire pit, you're going to see these 2 buttons. Simply push the ignite button and turn our pilot light, pushing inward and turning to the left until the flame catches. On a windy day, it may take some time, but this is where you're going to look for the flame to come out. To reach your desired flame, take your hand off of the knob and off of the button. On our outdoor patio, we also have these ceiling heaters. The panel will be found inside to the left of the doorway. You first have your timers and then your temperatures that you can maneuver. The timer is fixed, so in order to maneuver through the times, simply hit that button until you reach your desired time. Let's say we want to set it for 4 hours. We're going to hit the top one and leave it selected. That green light is on, so we know we're okay. Then we're going to mess with our temperatures, and again, you know the lights are on, so you know it's working. You can set the temperature to whatever you'd like, higher or lower, depending on the temperature outside. Once you're all done, all you have to do is either let it run out automatically or reset the timer and every light will turn off.